Today is a nice, cloudy, somewhat cool day. Put that in air quotes. It's actually really hot. It's probably 90, but it's not sunny, so it feels okay. Thought I'd do a quick rundown of the fig orchard that I've got, my little home fig orchard. Little status of my trees. I've got the little De La Gloria. Seems to be doing well right now. I got hit by rust pretty bad a couple of weeks ago, and so a lot of my trees lost too many leaves. I did not enjoy that. I like having pretty looking trees. This is Calydon gigantina. It's doing well. It's getting figs all over it. This is Calydon mutante. It too seemed to get hit pretty bad by rust. As you can see, it lost quite a few leaves. This one is Calydon blanc. It seemed to fare much better in terms of rust. It lost a few, but not nearly as bad as Gigantina. And Mutante Noir also got hit pretty hard. This fig right here, looks like it needs some water, is Calydon Sutat. It's actually a hibernaca. It's doing well. Looks like it needs water though. It's been really hot. This tree right here is Galicia negra. It too lost quite a few leaves, but it's actually doing really well. No double bumps or figs on this one. Yeah, there might actually be some double bumps. No figs, so I don't expect any off of Galicia negra this year. This big tree, it's probably 6 foot tall, is white Madeira. These are all cuttings actually we're looking at right now. I started these cuttings this year, probably like in January time frame, and I put them in the ground roughly March. So, it's done 6 feet tall. That Gigantina is actually fairly large as well. But yeah, so it's 6 feet tall. It's got a lot of figs on it, but it's just the single leader tree that I will chop back, come winter time. Get some better scaffolding on it. This is a very vigorous Martinica ramata. Doing well. It's got actually two branches coming off it, including a very tall, it's probably 5 foot tall. Doing well. This Del San Jamagran, it's kind of just been sitting there like that for a while. Kind of expecting those buds to pop soon. I know it will. I've had figs do that before too. When you plant them, they just kind of like go out to lunch for a while before they grow. Might be working on roots. This is a fairly new transplant here. It's Estorante from the Ibiza island in Spain. This beast is Ondata. It's you can tell it's quite an impressive tree. Huge leaves. It's got some figs on it as well. This is De La Roca. It's 5.5 feet tall. It's not quite as tall as white Madeira, but it ain't far behind. I just noticed the other day it is starting to get some figs on it. It's kind of late. Today is June 29. I've got a lot of figs right now. I'm picking ripe. This is Cosme Magno. Such a beautiful tree, and the rust really hammered the leaves on this thing. But it's making a comeback. This is Hativ de Argenteuil, and it's doing fairly well. It's on its own roots, and if you look down the line, it's probably as tall as Ondata. De La Roca is probably the tallest in the row, but Hativ de Argenteuil, on its own roots, doing well. It's got figs, and it's branching out. This is a Calydon Grice, doing well. Seems to be growing nice. Nice little pace. This is Borgesat Grice. doing well. Fairly small still, along with this Borges Noir. It's also relatively small. So let's see, I need to kind of hurry because my phone, it's hot out here and my phone starts overheating. This is a Sal McGill Roxo, or Rojo. It's doing well. It seems to be growing nice, slow pace, doing its own thing. This is another De La Gloria. Don't ask me why I've got two of them, but I do. I've got 4 duplicate figs. Oops, stepped on a dog toy. This is a Violet Sipor. You know, early on it loaded up with figs, which it has since dropped, which is fine because it's a very small tree. I don't know why it got so many figs on it like that. This is Biptera A. Pretty tough tree. It's been through a lot and it's getting figs. It looks pretty nice. Over here is Panache. Look at some of the leaves it's getting on. It's got some pretty sizable leaves on it there. Looks really nice. And I remember seeing a fig on here. Maybe not. This is Sasak. It really got hit hard by rust. A lot of people will say, oh, Sasak might be the same as Smith. Well, Smith did not get hit by rust, and Sasak got hammered. It's not any kind of proof, but looking forward to getting some Sasak figs this year. This one also got hit really hard. Tia Pena. It started out so strong, such a good looking tree. Although I think part of it was I had this thing kind of espaliated out, so both these branches were running, horizontally. And then when rust hit, a bunch of leaves fell off. The branches, leaving those green tender branches exposed to 13 hours of intense Florida sun day after day, and it just torched the branches on it. I ended up cutting one of them off and trying to protect the other one. This monster is I-258. You can see it's tall. It's over 6 feet tall, and it's also just a rooted cutting from January, so it's grown that much since March. What is that? Just a few, 3-4 months. It's pretty tall. It's getting figs on it, and then right next door to it is Genovese Narrow AF. A lot of people say they're the same, I-258 and Genovese Narrow. This Genovese Narrow is maybe 5.5 feet tall. It's getting a branch down low there. And they both have roughly about the same number of figs on them. I could see them being the same. Here's a Chicago Hardy. You can see it's getting a pretty fig on there. All right, starting to really ripen up. That's the first one of the season for Chicago Hardy. It's got a lot of other smallish green ones on there. And then let's see, this is Ponta Tressa. It's got a crazy lot of branches coming out on it all over the place. On its own, I didn't pinch this or anything, but oddly enough, no figs on this thing yet. I do see a number of double bumps, just no figs yet. So if you hop over here, this thing is an Olympian, and it is so prolific. I mean, the number of figs on this thing is just mind-blowing. I don't know if you can pick them up on the video, but it easily has over 100 figs on this thing. And some of them are starting to really get plump up. You see they start turning yellow at the beginning and really start to get fat, and then as they ripen, they get that kind of a reddish, I don't know, I'm colorblind, reddish purple tint to them. So there's numerous ones here. Look at these, they're all getting ready. There's just so many on here. It's prolific to say the least. Here's a little Pepone. It's a cute little tree. It's doing actually really well. It just seems to be growing at its own kind of slow pace, but I'm in no hurry. Okay, so here's green ischia. It's getting figs all over it. Nothing ripe yet. These figs here just started coming out. I'd say probably I'd have to look on my Google sheet to know for sure, but I'd say about a month ago. So they likely have another month, if not two more, before they'll be ripe. This is white Marseille. It's quite a big bush. And if you look, it's just so loaded up with double bumps, and it has been um, for at least a month, if not more. And I just noticed today, where? Right here. You can see a little baby fig starting. Hallelujah. It's weird because I kind of figured white Marseille would be pushing out figs much earlier than this. I do have one brave fig left on this thing down here. I only had two others that I had picked, maybe a week ago. Blown away at how good those brave were. It was phenomenal. My wife and I both were just so blown away how good. I mean, it was a brave that we didn't expect much, but it was good. This is Joual Noir. It's another cutting from January. It's getting some figs on it. It's lost a few leaves from rust. Seems to be doing okay though. This is Caldidom Bordesatenka. It has so many figs on it. It's just insane how many there are. It's big. I had cut this thing back to 4 feet tall in January, and it's grown back it's over 7 feet tall now. It's got a lot of, you can see these green figs on here, but I'm starting to get some blimping up, turning yellow. Some of them can start to see sugar spots coming out on them. So any day now, I should be starting to pick some ripe Caldidom Bordesatensis. And it's only June 29. Okay, so this one, it's a fairly new tree. I had a Joual Rouge that I built a hatred for. It was the sickest tree I've ever had. Got tired of it, cut it down, and replaced it with this one. This is a Vertel de Oriola, which is the same fig as De La Senora Hibernica. I just planted this one a couple of weeks ago. It's a beautiful little tree, hoping it does well. This is Smith. It's also quite a sizable tree. It's over 6 feet tall. And I wouldn't say it's loaded with figs. It probably has 60, 70 figs on it. But look at that. They're really starting to swell up as well. A few of them are really starting to swell. So here in the next week or so, I should be tasting some Smith figs. Okay, and then here is Ron de Bordeaux. You can see it's got quite a few figs on it, but it's just in the last, I don't know, week or so, started getting ripe figs on it. It's crazy that my Ron de Bordeaux is getting ripe figs about the same time as my Caldidom Bordesatenka. That's insane, right? But I'll take it. So you can see here's some more ripe Ron de Bordeaux. They should be ready any day. In fact, they might be ready now. I'll have to check them here soon. This was a extremely beautiful Caldidom Noir, and then it got hit by rust. It just like gutted damn near all its leaves, like from clear down to the ground. Really just has the top parts left. I mean, it's a healthy tree. It's just unfortunate how bad rust just ripped through that thing. So, I mean, it's obvious. Some trees in my orchard are far more rust resistant than others. I would say the least rust resistant trees I've got so far would be Colidom gigantina. I mean, it lost a lot of leaves. Colidom mutante and Colidom noir. That would make sense because Colidom mutante is just a mutation of Colidom noir. They both got hit by rust pretty hard this year. Sasak got hit pretty hard. Um, though, it's okay, but the Tia Pena got really hit hard. Other than that, like the rest of the figs, I mean, they all showed some sort of signs of rust here and there, but they all fared very well. I mean, look at that Borda Satanka, like it might have fared the best. The thing is a beast. Like nothing bothers that thing. Such a big tree. This right here is a Socorro Black. I bought this thing from JFE, and I'm telling you what, it looked like it was their clippings tree, cuttings tree, because it was all chopped up, and yet it had already looked like it was really old. I mean, it had quite an old looking trunk. Look at some of these branches how they're like growing. It's almost like a weeping tree, but it's starting to get figs on it. Squirrel black, big beautiful leaves on it. So I actually have Socorro Black. I've got Borzot Grice, and I have Violet Sapor. I mean, there's word that they all may be the same. Maybe not Socorro Black, but Violet Sapor and Borzot Grice. But to me, right now at least, they look plenty different from each other. This one here is a Narrow 600M, and it's got little figs starting on it. I don't know if you can see them there, but they're there. Little bitty guy. Okay, so that is, oh wait, we're not done. There's three more I got back here that I did not cover. Let's see what's down here. I've got an Adriatic GH right here, and it's got a lot of figs on it. Of course, nothing ripe yet. Just like my green Ishkia right here, it started getting figs the same day. That's a pretty tree though. It's very, very big. A lot of big, thick branches on it, and it looks to be very productive. This is Colonel Littman's Black Cross. I put this one in the ground October last year, so it hasn't been in the ground a year yet. It's growing a lot though. I mean, it's actually got a fairly sizable trunk down there already. It's got very nice growth. It seems fairly thick all around, but no figs. I don't even think I see double bumps. But I'll expect big things from Colonel Littman next year. This tree right here is Verdino del Nord VR. I think it's also known as Figoan or Figwin, I think is how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's got a lot of figs for this little tree. And they're little, right? But that's what Verdino del Nord is known for, producing lots of little figs that have huge flavor. The little fig that good. It's very tasty. Okay, so that was 43 trees I've got here in the side yard. And I have 10 more in the back here. So let me cover those real quick. Here's some. Anybody want some figs? Got like 6 of them in there I'm trying to get rid of. Okay, so here we go. This is Bordeaux Negra Ramada. My God, look at the figs on that thing. This tree can't be but maybe, I don't know, 18 inches tall. And it's got way more figs on it than my, like, you know, 7 foot I-258. It is incredible how many figs are on this thing. Such a beautiful tree. And if you notice, for whatever reason, BNR seems like totally resistant to rust. I mean, these things absolutely perfect. I've had so many trees just got gutted by rust, and this thing is absolutely perfect, as is this BNR. I got a couple of BNR cuttings, and they both rooted. I stuck them both in the ground. Figured, what the hell? I've got 4 duplicates. I've got 2 BNRs. I've got 2 Martinique Aramadas, 2 Panaches, and 2 De La Glorias. Not intentionally, not because they're better than anything else, but just it was just kind of how things worked out. This is a Grease de St. Jean. Seems to be growing very well. It's getting some branches on there. I've got a couple of branch spreaders on there. Branch benders, I should say. Taking them spread out a little, but it's a nice tree. And then this little thing, I thought I had lost this tree. It was like about a 12-inch tall stick that was starting to get some new growth on it. I don't know if my dogs hit it or what, but the new growth like died. And a few days later, the whole stick just tipped over. I thought, dang, I just lost that. It's a campanary. I kind of chalked it up as being a goner. But then a week or two later, I started seeing a little green bud pop up out of the ground, and sure enough, here it comes. Like, what a beautiful fig. Love those leaves. It's so cool looking. Campanary. It's supposedly a very early variety. Very tasty. And then right next to the very early one is a very late one. Maybe the latest of all. This one is Pasquale. Some places it's called the Christmas fig because it typically, even in warmer climates like where I'm at, it may not get ripe figs until like December. So you really need to live in a warm, long climate to be able to grow Pasquale. It's just insanely long, but supposedly tastes very good. It's got that kind of, I don't know, Black Madeira-esque quality to it when it's nice and ripe. This is BFF. I actually got this from Bass. Trees of Joy. Excited to have a BFF. Looks really good. And, okay, over here, I've got Black Tuscan. And, that's crazy. Like, it's supposedly a lot like a Black Madeira in the sense of the taste. Just really the quality of the fig in general is very much like a Black Madeira, but this thing is crazy vigorous, and it's getting figs on it. But I had planted the Calderona. Well, Calderona, it's a BFF. I think it's probably the same as Calderona, but I planted that BFF a month before I planted this rooted cutting. I got this rooted, or this cutting from Harvey, this Black Tuscan. And as you know, his rooting or his cutting sales are kind of late in the season, at least in terms of Florida growers. So it got kind of a late start, but nonetheless, it's probably a foot taller than Calderona. So I am really excited about this Black Tuscan. Very vigorous, and also, like you can see all these figs back here, oddly enough, like they don't seem to suffer from rust. Not a single one of them. This Black Tuscan looks absolutely beautiful. Let's see, okay, 3 more figs to go. This one is Violette de Bordeaux. This was a tiny little tissue culture tree. I'm not kidding you, it was half the size of a toothpick when I got it. I was disappointed that I paid money for something so ridiculously small. But you know, 1 year later, it's actually a fairly sizable little tree. It's lost some leaves too from rust, but it's holding up well. It looks really good. Still sporting baby leaves though. The main tree, right? So you look at these, that's not your typical violet de Bordeaux leaf. The suckers down here coming up out of the ground, oddly enough, they've got the adult leaf. So that's kind of odd. I might leave one of those suckers and cut out the others. I haven't decided, but they're definitely not all going to stay there. Okay, two more figs here. We've got the I've only got two figs in pots. These are big 32-gallon pots. Not meant to be moved, just for looks. Right, they're up on the porch. Look at them from this angle here. Um, and so this is a panache. It's doing really well. I actually took a cutting off of this, and I've got it growing over on the side yard. And it's actually doing really well. But if you can see, it's getting figs on it here, right? Can you see those figs? So right, it's looking really good. That's panache. And then here is Martinique Ramada, and it too is just getting so many figs on it. Lots of figs. They haven't really started getting stripes on them yet. You can maybe see beginnings of stripes. Same with the panache. It's not quite showing stripes yet on those tiny little figs, but excited for these to get going and get some stripes on them. But that is the fig roundup for this week. Thanks for watching.